Alright. Well, I guess people then missed the deployment phase because I screwed up. I'm ready, by the way.
I'm not. I still have some 200
Oh, I
points
feel
to
like
spare.
it's the first time that you're ready before. I'm ready before you in a while.
Yeah, quite possibly.
I have to say, you're probably the only player where I actually take my time with the deployment. Although sometimes I feel like maybe that I may be overthinking some things sometimes against you.
It's quite possible. I'm not that difficult.
You certainly are, but sometimes I tend to overthink things.
And over-engineer. Good luck, have fun, Razzmann.
Alright, good luck, have fun.
I forgot the deck we are playing. Damn it. It might be Petrovich coming.
There might be.
The Bob was just passing there.
What had just happened?
The Bob just passing there. Like nothing happened. Like he
Oh,
passed
that.
my tanks. Like, oh really? I thought I had a firm control of this for it.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, there it is. Diamond 10.
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
This is from some game.
This is no, it is. I don't know. It's from some movie. You know, these African movies, these low budget African
Low budget.
movies.
Okay.
That's like it's, I think something like that is where it's from.
I forgot those exist. Those horrible, horrible movies.
What do you mean horrible? They give us gems like that. Why are you running it? Ugandan Bruce Lee. You call him Bruce U.
No, that's a gem. That's a gem I can relate to. I'm actually curious where are you mounting defensive? Because you should be on the offensive. I'm just curious where it is going to be mounted. It eventually has to be.
No, I'm pulling a fire starter move. So that's what
Oh,
my
really?
plan is. Hold up. Oh, Mars. Right, I forgot you have that.
Triple stack of Paddy? Interesting.
To be honest, I never meant to buy 3, but at some point I just had 3 on the field, and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of Paddy.
Ouch. Talking
to my yeah, that's how you beat Putin. You just make him talk the whole time. That's your main weakness.
Low brain capacity.
Shouldn't be that aggressive, Paddy. I'm having some weird deja vu right now with this L17. I don't know why.
Something's not going into my favor. Something's not working. I don't know yet what, but something's clearly wrong. Oh, I forgot I need that unit. It's called Gepard, right?
Yeah, it's called AA.
I have already invested into. I totally guessed wrong where your push gonna.
Oh, you thought I was gonna push somewhere else. It's interesting.
Force retarded positions. Thank you, be trying. All four missed. Am
No,
I
you
right?
hit. You hit. It's damaged.
One hit at least, okay. I'm baiting me to AA. This is a bait.
Or maybe it's just a miss micro, and you think it's a bait.
I hold it to higher esteem than Miss Micro.
No, it was a miss micro actually. I mean, it was a bait originally, but then it flew a bit too far off to the right, and I didn't notice. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. You will. Got it? Thank you. Oh, it missed. One miss, I would have been enough.
That is damaged. This is the second one.
Yeah, it's the second one.
I really don't understand what's actually happening.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's some weird shit, this game. I'm quite lost. Much more than I usually am. This is a bait, like 2 gallows flying in like this.
Why would I ever bait? When did I ever bait?
You're a master baiter? Huh? You're
I
good at
don't
it.
think that's quite true. Maybe I'm good, but I'm not the masturbator.
Not the master
I'm a masturbator, maybe.
Maybe. But who knows? Only you.
Then what is this peace run? Is this also a bait?
Yes.
Now, is the fact that you're admitting it being a bait also a bait?
You're running into theory of game, into game theory.
It's been a while. I think. Hang on. Let me actually remember when I had that lecture. I think that was like 2 years ago. I actually barely passed the exam, to be quite honest.
Okay, so you have to start talking. So now it's something's gonna happen, right?
I mean, you have to be on the offensive now.
That's true.
I think roles switched.
fuck is that Polo doing there?
It's doing what Apollo does. Above!
Oh
Ah.
yay! Nice trolling. This is quite a tough situation.
I can imagine. But honestly, this is not a situation I like to be in. I mean, I like to be like what I'd imagine be more or less a winning position, but I never like to be in a defensive position against you. But I'm not sure how I could. Ooh, this is not very good. One, godlike off-road speed, save me. You didn't save me. Ah! Sava, save me. Yes, good Sava. The trick that I like to do, but I guess I have to.
Not a pretty trade, but it's a trade. You expected that? I think that there will be artillery coming it.
No, I
forward.
just saw it early enough.
Okay, so you like really did manage to escape. Cool.
I mean, the thing is, the Mars doesn't do a whole lot of damage, even to 1 armor, so it's honestly not that hard to get out alive.
What is that true?
Honestly, I'd prefer the Mars to be as, in my opinion, bad as it is now, as opposed to having another Smirch just on blue for side. Especially given the fact that there are 2 more nations that have access to a stat copy.
A counter push is coming. What you gonna do with that? Let me see. I'm curious.
Oh no!
Please no. Please miss. I feel as expected.
Why is mine never just not doing anything this game?
She doesn't like to do anything. Doesn't feel like it.
Calyps!
Yeah, what do I forgot? As usually, it's a I will miss. that second time. I lost like an idiot.
Thank you, Neva.
There's quite many tanks.
Never? Thank you.
Shit happens.
I blame inside on that.
I am quite unsuccessful in my artillery. Can't imagine where the what's wrong with the Foxtrot city. Like how it's not dying. Like where can it be?
Pay to win magic.
What do you mean by that? This is an armor city.
Do you think I put a jeep there?
You really put a tank there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Why do you not? Why? Hold up. I'm not sure how I. What do you mean? Do you not do you not think I have tank CVs? Why would I not put a tank CV there? Why are you so surprised? I guess I shouldn't have told you, but you spotted it before, didn't you?
No. I honestly did not.
No, leave my Never alone. Leave it alone. It's bullying.
Again. I'm the one who is bullied here now.
For now, but you're gonna pull the typical Putin and win like in the last 2 minutes again. I've seen it happen often enough.
Come on, don't tell me I'll lose second KWS. Wow. Okay, I guess I'm running out of assets, to be honest. Hey. That could have happened a lot earlier. Not against the cheap unit.
Oh shit.
No, it doesn't have free top armor, okay.
Oh god, you actually got it. I forgot about that. Wait, how the fuck do you have line of sight there?
You see you're
The
fighting
escort?
grenadiers. See you're fighting grenadiers, right?
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know what time it is.
What about you?
It's time to prepare the AA.
It really is.
Did it crashed there?
It did.
Lol.
I do not find it very funny, I have to admit. I could
You really
see
don't?
why it is.
It's amazing, no?
It is very amazing. Oh, there we go. There's the escorts.
I told you that it's time to prepare AA.
Yeah, you told me like 30 seconds ago. My A just spawned, dude. A little earlier would have been nice.
Oof. You don't get too close to comfort? I literally don't even know why I put the smoke there, but it turned out to be well.
Oh, because it made me expect the CV there when it wasn't there.
Like the CV is there.
Oh, it's
You wanna
okay.
know? Okay, it's too much A. I'm not gonna overwhelm, and I think I'm gonna win still. 2 minutes left. Running out of escorts.
I bought all my buffs. I have literally one AA unit left to buy.
Ouch. Exactly on target. Did you saw it?
Nope.
Shall we drag
GG.
it for one and a
I'd
half
rather
minutes longer?
not.
Okay.
The Plown didn't really do much, but I guess it's also maybe. I guess
I mean,
it helped in a very the push that I did into the forest. I think that's where it helped, right?
helped it in a few critical situations, right? So it stopped my push like quite heavily. All the tanks were disorganized and panicked.
Yeah.
I was doing the counter push, and yeah, it was nice. I was sloppy with my playing micro at some points, like really sloppy.
Yeah. My never also poor never. Ugh. I definitely should have replaced or repositioned that M84A CV. I got quite careless once I was ahead. I think that's one of my issues sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I learned to capitalize on it, right? And pulling out the last minute pushes.
I mean, once again, I think you got quite close. I mean, conquest points wise not, but I think you can also see the kitty got quite close to it, and positioning wise, you were also not bad at the end.
Yeah, but you really like. I was really puzzled what you're gonna do. I really didn't knew. So nice play there. Maybe it's just me. I didn't know what's coming. Didn't have a big plan on this map. I usually my struggle on this map is I don't have a plan.
I mean,
And
I also only really have one plan or one thing, especially from this side. There's only one thing that I usually do. It's just the way that the roads and the plateau work make very little room for different openers and the narrow zone layout as well, I think. and can also make a lot of things very awkward sometimes. And I gotta say, I like the deck changes that I did, that you suggested as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the Viscari?
Yeah, Viset Kari in the 6-4C, the La Caparota, the MS-17.
Mhm.
Wow, 3 again instead of the Barachka. I put the Neva as well instead of the Osa, which I think we didn't talk about, but I felt like the Neva is like one of those units that I would only run if I have a fob, and considering I run a fob, I might as well use it.
Yeah.
And I think it is a correct choice. I'm not sure if you suggested a Granijari in the buff,
I don't think so. But it's
but I actually
so
enjoy them. Usually I'm not a fan of the recon transports, but I think on line infantry they're nice. On the shock infantry I don't like it as much usually.
I agree. It's the same, but it's the same thing I'm running in my blue mechanized deck. I ran the Sochongsu.
Yeah,
Oh no,
in the
not
KM
Sochongsu, but
900.
yeah, but I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
they're
know
called.
which ones you mean.
Korean recon guys. Quite nice and easy to get Granichari to be a passive spotter and the transport to be active spotter,
Mm-hmm.
moving here and there for not that much point. Like
Or if you just want or even if you just want to like get eyes over a wide flank, then you get 2 for like 30 points, which is very, very good as well.
yes,
And I think, yeah, those were, I think, the changes. I think like 10 minutes in, I already bought 6 Padobranzi or something. Because I started
there
with
was
2.
everywhere.
I started with 3 on my right side, 2 in the forest where I push, and 1 on the flank with the towns on the other side of the river. It's already 3 that I started with, and then I bought like 3, I think in total, no, 1 more for the town and mid, and 2 against your push. And then I only had 2 left like 10 minutes in.
Out of 8.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big amount. I don't really think they are like that useful on this map. Like, I'm
On
not
this
gonna
map,
say that they are.
probably not. Although they would have nearly sideshot your 1-2A1, but you turned the front around quick enough. But I mean, they're always great defensively, but I think the other thing is just I rarely use them defensively. Although at this time, I think like some Marder 2s from you as well on your right side. I think they definitely paid off with the extra range they get. But I think there are not a lot of spots, like on other maps, where you just have the 1,000-meter range, a line of sight, where they can be incredibly strong. And I never really got into like... I never fought your tanks with my infantry. I think that's the other thing.
Yeah, that's also true. And that's what I mean. Like, I was trying to also say that infantry is just to like support your other assets, like just to secure in these specific
Yeah, but
moments.
it also depends on the map. If we were to play on hella very small players, Padobranzi would have been amazing, right? Most likely.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
And we shouldn't forget they still have the old AKSU stats with the 533 RPM and the extra range. They're actually pretty good against infantry as well.
Which one?
The Padobranzi 90, the primary weapon stats are still the old carbine stats for Elite. For the AKSU. If you compare them to the GRU have different stats, even though it's the same weapon. It's just once again huge in forgetting.
Yeah, and it's the better. Like, I don't know.
I would say it is better because even though it only has 40% base accuracy, but obviously they're on veteran, so they gain a massive boost. Whereas the 60% base accuracy and low rate of fire that the GRU have, I imagine isn't as big of a deal because given forest ranges as well, it's very easy to hit the 99% accuracy cap. So the Padobranzi with a lower base accuracy but higher rate of fire gain a lot more DPS from that.
Yeah, but still, the Paddy are more still about, for me, they are about AT, and the
Oh
fact
yeah,
that they are
yeah, that's like the main
like
reason.
these two things are like what I consider in the value.
I think if they didn't have the Bombard, I would probably just use Proletary 90.
Definitely.
Also, I noticed you used above 30, right? Because
Yes,
of the
I'm not.
range.
Yeah, and I'm not sure like if what I'm gonna stick with.
I
Because
mean,
yeah, I
the
can
range
run
is certainly
Saba.
nice, especially considering that you have the same range as a Tiger, right? That's one of the important things, I'd imagine. But it does
And
have
then
lower rate of fire, and it's just also more expensive. 30 points is so cheap.
I agree, but as you saw, my two core units are the Neva and the OSAS,
Yeah,
and then I like need something with a range, right? I was even thinking about taking Strop too, but
I hate this drop too. I think it's bad.
really, I quite like it.
You only get 4 Iglas. The rate of fire isn't even that great, and the gun range versus planes is just god awful. No stabilizer as well. For 60 points, in my opinion, it is not a very good unit. It is okay, but I don't find it particularly good.
I mean, for me, it's just the fact that it's fast. Like I can reposition it.
That is a very important thing. But in
And
this
it
case,
has
I
it has a
just
range. Like it's like a you don't have any other. I think it's quite unique in this role. That is a gun.
wheeled non-radar
Wheeled.
AA with that range.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true.
Even like if you don't say that non-radar, but overall like wheeled gun AA, right? Wheel spec. There is no other wheel spec.
Well, the bobs.
As the balls.
And you have the very cheap ZSU-23 on the Ural trucks.
We didn't count that. This is crash it.
Yeah. Hang on, let me actually check. I want to see if there's more wheel. Do you have the BTR-152 of Israel and the VAB
Okay, so
VDAA?
Sergei mod. And then
Sergei mod.
145, and then 45 of Norway, which is also
Let's
garbage.
ignore that fucking horrible. You have the Praga, which is also garbage.
Hibneritz.
I think the Bovs
The
and
Polish.
the TCM and the VDAA are the only other ones that are actually useful.
And the VDA isn't that particularly
No,
great,
it's
right?
not. The TCM is just the same, but 5 points cheaper, so it's nicer. I think it does have worse air detection though. In the Sergei mod, it has the issue as all ZSUs or scratch at guns with a long reload time.
Mm-hmm.
You probably prefer the base Sergei or just a scratch at, but that's yeah.